What if the future didn't arrive tomorrow, but showed up at the door this very week? Where do you draw the line between science fiction and a shopping cart? How much of tomorrow's tech did you already pass by in the supermarket aisle today? Welcome to CES 2025, where the extraordinary becomes the expected, and the expected becomes yesterday. In the sprawling exhibition halls of Las Vegas, thousands of innovators gathered to answer one question. What will your life feel like next year? What follows is our countdown of 20 of the coolest technologies unveiled at CES 2025. Not just prototypes for another decade, but glimpses of what you might be using by this time next year. Let's begin at number 20. 20. AI retractable keyboard and mouse. At number 20 is the gadget that looks like a movie hacker's dream come to life. A keyboard and mouse set integrated into a single retractable frame with an onboard Linux computer. The host demonstrates a slight hand rotation and the trackpad shifts position. The tech inside? A camera plus a mini Raspberry Pi running AI that senses posture and triggers the switch from typing mode to mouse mode. It's clever, purpose-built, and more than a USB keyboard. It's a workstation transformer. Why does this matter? Because peripherals are evolving. The keyboard is no longer just a static slab. It becomes context-aware, adaptive, and intelligent. It blurs the boundary between input device and computing node. 19. Human-like robots from Realbotics. At number 19, we enter the realm of social robotics. The robots by Realbotics, designed not for manufacturing lines, but for conversation, companionship, and human-human interaction. I want people to think it's human for a second and then realize it isn't, the designer says, consciously avoiding the uncanny valley. These are robots with modular faces, custom characters, personalities built as much as mechanics. The value? When robots move beyond tasks and start relationships, casual, friendly, human-adjacent. It raises the question, what happens when your social companion is part machine, part actor, and fully present? 18. Humanoid robot walkers by Unitree Robotics. Number 18 brings the deep tech from Unitree Robotics, a humanoid robot that walks, waves, shakes hands, and doesn't rely on pre-recorded motion. It uses inertial measurement units, gyros, and force sensors under its feet to constantly sense and adjust. A fast loop of input, compute. Output lets it dynamically balance, adapt, and respond. Why is this one of the coolest? Because it's not just a toy. It is a platform bringing general-purpose mobility to machines. And that means the future of robots isn't stationary. It's on its feet. 17. Ray-Ban X Meta Smart Glasses. At number 7, we have eyewear that merges fashion, utility, and AI. The collaboration between Ray-Ban and Meta platforms. These glasses feature onboard AI. You say, "Hey Meta, what's the weather?" And you get an answer, right through your lenses. They charge in a USB-C case, have about 4 hours of battery, and are available in various lens types. Polarized, transition, standard. Why this matters? It's a step toward wearable computers that don't look like computers. You carry your intelligence on your face. For the first time, your glasses are more than vision correction. They're conversational companions. 16. Rideable electric suitcase by Autos. Number 16 takes mobility to a new level. Imagine your carry-on luggage giving you a ride. The product from Autos lets you sit or stand on the suitcase, press a few buttons, and glide along the terminal. It includes battery backup for your phone, about 10 kilometers of range, and room for your stuff, 31-liter capacity. It's fun, quirky, but also tells a larger story. Micro-mobility is invading every corner of travel. The next time you rush through an airport, your suitcase might be the vehicle. 15. Roborock Saros Z70 robotic vacuum with arm. At number 15, home cleaning technology gets radical. With Roborock Saros Z70 combines a robotic vacuum with a mechanical arm. It doesn't just avoid your socks, it picks them up. It surveys the floor with cameras, employs advanced AI, and lifts obstacles out of the way. According to coverage, this is a boundary-pushing step in domestic robotics. Why this is cool? It signals the era when home robots are not just cleaners. They're assistants, tidy-up machines, adaptable and alert. The floor is no longer flat. Robots will meet complexity. 14. Bendable OLED monitor from LG. We move into display tech at number 14. LG's bendable OLED monitor. At the push of a button, the screen changes from flat to a dramatic 900R curvature. For productivity or gaming, it adapts to your posture and needs. What's the significance? Displays are no longer fixed rectangles. They're shape-shifting. As devices become portals rather than screens, the form factor becomes fluid. You say work, and it's flat. You say play, and it hugs you. 13. Transparent OLED TV from LG. Number 13 continues with LG's transparent OLED TV, a 77-inch indulgence that disappears into its backdrop. The display rolls into a hidden box, then, when activated, appears in full living room glory. Every peripheral connects wirelessly via a zero-connect box within 30 feet. Price? Around $60,000. Yet the deeper message: the screen can vanish, and perhaps soon everything else will fade into transparency too. When your display disappears, what remains visible is your space and your attention. 12. X-Real 1 Pro XR glasses. At number 12, we revisit the idea of immersive vision, but now more personal. The X-Real 1 Pro glasses turn your phone or laptop into a massive virtual screen. You can expand or shrink the screen size at will. They support prescription lens inserts and aim to replace TVs and monitors for people on the move. Why this matters? It's another step where the display goes from device on a desk to glass on your face. Where you sit becomes a screenless room, but experienced as if you were in a theater. 11. Rollable AI laptop. Lenovo ThinkBook Plus Gen 6. Our top half begins with number 11, the Lenovo ThinkBook Plus Gen 6 Rollable, a laptop that starts at 14 inches but rolls into a 16.7-inch vertical screen. 2000 by 2050 resolution when you need more space. The mechanism hides within the keyboard base, protecting the flexible display. Why it's noteworthy? Portability meets expansiveness. When space is limitless, productivity is limitless. The laptop adapts to you rather than you adapting to it. 10. TSA shoe scanning prototype. At number 10, we step into airport tech, a prototype from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security Science and Technology Directorate, a scanner that allows you to keep your shoes on. It uses millimeter wave radar, not X-ray, to scan feet and footwear for anomalies. The demo shows a scan taking about a second, creating a 3D volume from reflected signals. Why it makes the list? Everyday inconvenience challenged by high tech. If you can streamline security with less hassle, you're not just saving time, you're rethinking norms. 9. Flying car by Xpeng. At number 9, we fly the Xpeng flying car, aka Aero HTS concept. It's no longer a fantasy. The aircraft behind the vehicle has already completed a manned public test flight. Deliveries are projected for 2026. The vision? Tow a flying vehicle behind your car. Arrive at a scenic spot. Detach and take off. Why it ranks high? Because mobility is going vertical. Your commute might one day include liftoff. The road becomes runway. The garage becomes hangar. 8. Neural earbuds by Naki Logix. Number 8 goes inside you. The Naki Logix neural earbuds promise a non-invasive human-machine interface. Drive your world hands-free, voice-free, screen-free. They detect micro-gestures, facial muscle contractions, even brain signals at the ear, converting them into commands. Why this matters? The human interface is shrinking. Control moves from fingers and screens into intention. When your earbuds know what you meant before you spoke it, you start becoming part of the system. 7. Atari Game Station Go handheld. At number 7, we pause for fun. The Atari Game Station Go. A portable with 7-inch screen trackball, number pad, shoulder buttons, HDMI out, and smart glow control lighting. Includes multiple classic consoles libraries. Price $149.99 USD. Q3 release. Why it's here? Because tech isn't just serious, it's playful. And when the past and future merge into one handheld, nostalgia becomes a portal to new experiences. 6. Razer Project REL Mesh Chair. At number 6, comfort meets innovation. The Razer Project REL is the world's first mesh chair with built-in heating, cooling, and a bladeless circular fan at the back. A control panel lets you adjust fan speed, temperature, and the chair's light effects. It's still concept phase, but it tells a larger story. Your furniture is becoming aware. The line between gear and environment blurs. Your chair doesn't just support you, it monitors, cools, warms, adapts. 5. Roto VR Explorer Chair. Our final stretch begins at number 5, the Roto VR Explorer Chair, a modular wireless chair designed for seated VR users. Whether watching a film, shopping online, working, or gaming, the chair turns with you, provides haptic feedback, supports HOTAs or joysticks, and will upgrade for motion simulation. Price is $799 USD, available now with upgrade seat extra. Why this is critical? As VR becomes commonplace, the environment becomes part of the experience. You're not just inside the screen, you're on the stage. 4. Orzen Zip Trifold Pocket Projector. Number 4 is size-defying. The Orzen Zip Trifold is a pocket projector that opens like a trifold wallet, projects up to 80-inch screen from your phone or live camera feed. A magnetic base for stability. It's about to launch on Kickstarter. Why this stands out? Projection moves from dedicated box to accessory. Your wall becomes cinema. Your phone becomes projector. Large format becomes portable. 3. Plantiform Smart Indoor Garden. At number 3, we go organic. The Plantiform Smart Indoor Garden uses full ponics, 50% less water than hydroponics. Tinted magnetic windows to block room light while controlling temperature or humidity, and pre-tested non-GMO seeds. After 3 weeks, you water. That's it. Why this matters? Tech is sinking roots into your life, literally. From soil to screen, your plants now grow smarter too. 2. Halliday Invisible Display AI Glasses. At number 2, we are close to the cutting edge. The Halliday AI glasses feature an invisible display, a little projected screen in your field of vision, and a proactive AI that watches your context and conversation, not just responds. No camera this version, but full audio, dual speakers, notifications, AI pop-ups without you asking. Why this one nearly claims top spot? Because it redefines everyday vision. The specs matter less than the experience. Your world augmented seamlessly. 1. Agentic AI and Edge Computing Wave. And at number 1, a theme rather than a single product. The rise of agentic AI and edge computing as evidenced throughout CES 2025. Many booths showed smart home devices, Mobile robots and wearables that didn't just follow commands, they anticipated them. According to experts from the event, this year marked a shift from speculative designs to practical device-based AI that runs locally, or edge, rather than relying solely on the cloud. Why does this deserve the top spot? Because while individual gadgets fascinate, the platform shift defines a generation. Devices that can decide, learn, and act on device mark the true leap. It's not about one cool thing, it's about everything adapting. The future is less, here's a gizmo, and more, everything around you is intelligent. From retractable keyboards to flying cars, from invisible displays to chairs that cool you, the innovations at CES 2025 tell one story. The future is becoming normal. But normal no longer means the predictable. It means adaptive, intelligent, responsive. The highlight wasn't just what we saw, it was how many pieces moved closer to you. Rewind. You used to envision a flying car in a movie. Now you watched it taxi on the show floor. You used to imagine glasses with a heads-up screen. Now they sit in a case you could buy. And that's the difference. The time gap is shrinking. What happens when daily objects become smart? What happens when your chair, your plant, your glasses, your car think? Maybe the better question is, what do we become? When technology adapts around us, we don't just live with it, we live through it. If this list of 20 glimpsed what's possible, the next step is yours. Stay curious, stay selective, stay ready. The innovations that excited us at CES 2025 will soon arrive in our homes, offices, roads, and pockets. The question now is not what will change, but how you will integrate it. Thank you for joining this countdown. The future is closer than you think. Stay blessed and stay curious.